Okay, guys, I just filmed a little bit of a video and I accidentally stopped it instead of paused it. So we're going to start over. So hi, everybody. This is Dee. Welcome back to my channel. I got started on a birthday card for my sister and had to pause because I had a little thing I needed to fix and I didn't have the ink that I needed to do it, and I thought I paused it and I actually stopped it. So, and I do not have editing software that I can combine videos together, so we're just starting over. Okay, so let me tell you what I did. I had this card base, this A2 card base, which is 5.5 by 4 1/4, and then I have this panel that I stamped with these stamps right here. I need to show you these again since they were in the video that got stopped. So I used this stamp, and then this stamp. And on some of these, I used 2 different colors of green, but I used too light of an ink. And you can barely see it. If you look really close, you could see it, but I'm going to have to restamp these. And so these two I will have to restamp. And so I brought over my inks. And you know what? Before I get going, I need to close this up because we all know from what I've said before and on my other videos, if you don't put the pin in it, it will clog up and then it will get stuck. Okay, now I think I will take this dark ink. Hopefully this isn't too dark. And I'm going to stamp that. Get my little stamp here. And I think I'll put it on this one. I won't bother getting out my Misty because it's just so, whoops, wrong side. That would have been great. Actually, if you stamp on the opposite side, the bottom side, you can get kind of an outline. So that's kind of cool sometimes. Okay, so here we go. We're going to try this again. Well, not for you, but for me. And we're going to stamp this. Oh, whoa, that is backwards. Whoop, where'd it go? Okay, here we go. Now, hopefully this will work. I kind of what you call fussy cut it, which means I don't have a die for it, so I cut it out by hand. That's what you call fussy cutting. It's okay. It's not great. Maybe I won't use that color. Maybe I'll use the next one down. And most of that got used up on the die cut, so I'm going to try this again. I did it again. I reversed it. Dee, come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's maybe not going to look great, but okay, well, that still seems kind of dark, but you know what? We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to do it. My sister will enjoy the card no matter what. So, we are going to do that. Sorry, that was probably loud. Okay, so here we are going to glue these grass pieces down. And see, I've got one that's kind of a different color and 2 of the same. So I think I'll just kind of alternate. And you know your glue is really getting down there when you have to tap it to get it to come out. Okay, so I think I'll put this one here. And it'll be kind of a layered, oops, a little glue is leaking out, so I'm just going to kind of dab it with my finger. Okay, then we'll do this one. And we'll glue that. And we'll have just a few clumps of grass in the front here. And then we'll go on to the next. Okay, we'll do it like that. All right, make sure it's not down too low here. Okay, now we have these little pieces, and these are going to have the the petals, excuse me, the flowers on them. And you know what? I didn't leave room for me to, phooey. I didn't leave room for me to tuck these in. Oh, I can do that one. Okay, what about this one? Is there an open spot that didn't get glued? I don't think so. Okay, you know what? We're gonna kind of maybe angle it like that. Okay, then there'll just be a little open space. Okay, so I'm gonna glue them like this, and then we'll get both together. I may have to tuck a little glue here, there, here, and there. But let's see, how did that go? Come on, little guy. Okay, just as long as we have room for the birthday sentiment, that is important. Okay, now, do I have any loose edges I need to glue? Yes, I do, right here. So I'm going to put a little glue on these little places and tap them down. And now I'm going to put my pin in because we're not ready to glue again just yet. Now, here's my die that has the flower, and we are going to put these, we're going to restamp them, okay, with this ink. Now, I was talking to a friend from church, and I guess she used to do some stamping, and she doesn't anymore. So she, on Sunday, gave me a box with this ink and several rubber stamps. They're the ones that are still on the blocks, and some embossing powder, and just, it was a lovely gift. So as a thank you, I gave her a couple dozen eggs and just wanted to give them to her as an exchange. So anyway, I'm going to use this ink, and this ink is a dye ink, pigment ink actually, not dye. Pigment ink is different from dye. Pigment ink is, how would you say it? It can be used with embossing powder. Now, I'm not going to emboss these, but I could if I wanted to. And someday we're going to do embossing. Right now, okay, careful with the block. Okay. Oh, that is so much better. So much better. Okay, let's get this out of the way so that I don't get ink on anything. Line this up as well as can be expected. Oh, that's so much better. You can see that so much better. Okay, I think I need to, yeah, there we go. Just get the stamp going in the right direction, or the flower's not going to be lined up right. Oh, that could have been a little better, but that's okay. Better than horrible. Okay, now I am going to get my little chamois, and I'm going to wipe the ink off my stamp so I don't get that, you know, a mess somewhere else. We'll take that off. And now I need to dry my hands a little bit because that chamois was very wet. Now, let's see. I think maybe I'll use the heat tool to dry these a little bit. I'll dry them on low, and hopefully you'll still be able to hear me. Oh, look at it go. Look at it go. That way I won't smear the ink when I glue them on. Okay, that was quick. All right, now let's get this over here. And I'll take my pin out again. And we've talked about this, and I know a lot of you probably know this already, but we're going to mention it again. When you add embellishments or anything that kind of adds a design, you really want to stick with odd numbers. It just looks better to the eye, and I think I'll put that one there. And so I just have 3. When I originally was planning for this card, I thought, oh, what if I do a whole bunch and I could do like an arch right over here? No, I didn't have the right stamps images for that. So I decided to just keep it simple. And we're going to put this one here. And then this little guy will go, I don't know, somewhere else. I kind of put him on the top there, didn't I? That's okay. We'll stick it somewhere. Maybe here. Okay. All right. Now get that pin in. Now I have my stamp. It says, "Sending love on your birthday." And because I just have a little stamp, I'm not going to use my Misty. I'm just going to use my little stamp block here. See if I can get this on straight. If it's lined up, see they have like a quadrant etched in here, then you can get it straight a little easier. So I'm going to use this same ink to stamp the sentiment. I thought it'll go and match better and all that. So I'm going to stamp this on the top, on the front. And I'm thinking, there or there. I kind of like this here, like this better here, but I don't know if there's going to be room for it all. Maybe, oh boy, if I messed up, maybe I better do it on the inside. Then there will be room. Sending love on your birthday. I'm going to try to center as well as I can. Give a nice even pressure. This is good ink. I was just so grateful for my friend to give this box of goodies for me. Hey, cool. Okay, now it's pigment ink, which means I need to wipe at it because it will stick on pretty well if you don't get it soon enough. Okay, now I have some other things. I'm gonna let that dry a little bit. You know what? While it dries, I have a Stewie story for you. Stewie's our dog, our black lab. Some of you have heard me talk about him already, and we had a big surprise when we came home from church on Sunday. We had church, and then Kurt and I are singing in the Easter choir on Easter Sunday, so we had rehearsal for that, and then we had errands to do in town before we came home. So when we finally got home, which was, I don't know, maybe 4 o'clock in the afternoon, we saw Stewie in the front yard chewing on his special ball that I use just when I play with him. I keep the ball inside the house, inside the mudroom specifically, when he's not playing with it, because I want it to stay good and I want it to be special, and I kind of use it for training him. And he was chewing on the ball, and I said to Kurt, I know I put the ball back inside. I know I did. Well, we pulled in the driveway. I get out of the car. I go through the garage into the mudroom, and the back door is wide open. That door has been kind of tricky to get latched, and it didn't get latched, and no names will be named. It wasn't me. And so the wind blew it open because it was windy on Sunday. And we figured Stewie just went in there and got the ball. And then later on, I realized when I went out to the mudroom again, later in the afternoon, I saw our rug was missing. That's right inside the door. He had taken out the rug and chewed the whole backing off. And it's one of those muddy mat things you probably have seen on Facebook ads and Instagram, and now you'll probably hear it or see it now because I brought it up. Anyway, he chewed it all up and didn't look like he got into anything else. And we are very, very, very thankful he didn't climb the steps, walk up the steps to my craft room here, because he would have had a heyday. It would have just been one flight of stairs up from the mudroom, and he could have been up here. I can't even imagine what that could have been like. So we are very grateful that didn't happen. Okay, this is dry. I'm done with my Stewie story, except for the fact that Kurt greased or lubed up the hinges, or the latch, I should say, on that door. And so now it latches better, and I am very, very grateful for that. Okay, now, in addition to cutting out these flowers, this set has butterfly. Now, it doesn't have a butterfly stamp, get that out of the way, but it has butterfly dies. So I went ahead and I cut some out of just white cardstock, scrap cardstock, and I thought it would be kind of fun to add some butterflies to this. So I'm going to add a few. You know, that has a little bit of an ink stain. What is up? I have any on my hands? I don't think so. Okay, I'm going to kind of bend these just a little bit. Now, what I have to decide is, first of all, how many of an odd number do I want? Do I want 3? Do I want 1? Do I want 5? Because, again, we want odd numbers because it's more pleasing to the eye. So I think what I'll do is I'll do 1 big butterfly and 2 smaller ones. Okay, so let me get up my glue again, and we will glue these on here. Now, this is very skinny in the middle. Normally, I would just kind of glue the middle. Oh boy, we got a little clog. Okay, let's get that out of here. So if this happens, you just take your nails and you scrape off the clog that kind of gathers on the outside. Here we go with the tapping again. Sorry. Okay, come on, glue. Come on. What's wrong with you? Let me see if I can do it on the scratch paper. And then we'll just... Oh, it's starting to come. I might have left my pin out just a little too long. Okay, I'll do a little blob, and then I'll dab the butterfly into there. And I think we'll put this butterfly here. We'll put it on the very top of the grass. And then we'll take this little one. We have still a little bit of glue left. And we'll put him down here. And let's see, one more. You know, this one kind of blends with the cardstock, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that. Let's see. Do we want to put one here? Do we want to put one down here? Actually, I think that's more pleasing. So let's see if I can get this glue out now. Oh yeah, now it wants to come out a little better. I will be so glad when this little bottle is done, because I'm tired of the fight of trying to get it. And I have a new bottle of the Barely Arts glue, but I really want to finish this little one first. The Barely Arts glue comes in, well, there's 2 different sizes, but the only size I could get was the smaller size, and it's like this much, and comes with the special tips that you need to make the glue come out well, and the pin and all that. So now, one thing, I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but the glue kind of sticks to the pin too. So if you wipe that off, then you can get it in and out. See how easily that slides in and out? Okay, very good. Okay, now, this is the card that I've made for my sister, and I think I like that little bit hanging off. I mean, I could cut off the sides here. Oh, we're not done. I haven't stamped here, but I'll get to that. We could cut this off to make it even, but I kind of like that. Sometimes letting a little hang off is kind of fun. And there you go, guys. A birthday card for my sister, and her name is Michelle. I'll be sending this in the mail. Unfortunately, she will probably get it late because her birthday is on April 7th, and today's April 4th. I won't be able to get into the mail till tomorrow on the 5th, and I doubt she'll get it in 2 days, but I'll let her know that it's coming, and she'll be glad to receive it whenever she gets it, so I'm sure. Okay, I know it seems a little plain on the front, and you know what, I think, hang on just a minute, let me see if I can pause this and then restart it like I should. Hang on. Okay, I think I click the right button again. All right. Okay, I have this cute little sentiment. A lot of times when I don't feel like, don't feel really inspired to make something, or I don't have a particular celebration, like a birthday or anniversary that I need to celebrate, I will spend time in my craft room because I need to be here. This is like my therapy, okay? When I'm upset, or if I'm sad or whatever, I come up here and I craft. That is my therapy. And in addition, to God being my help, I'm going to be real frank about that. I come up here and I just have some time that I spend to stamp and die cut, and I just love to do it. So, okay, now this is a little wonky. I wanted to trim it down a little bit, so I'm going to try my best to get it. And it's getting closer, isn't it? I think I will outline this in blue. This is better. Maybe this is just a little wonky still. The problem is if you keep trimming because you want to make it even, you end up with a dinky little piece. I'm really going to try to... Oh, that's probably as good as I'm going to get it. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this VersaFine Clear pigment ink again. And this is good. Those lids are kind of hard for these arthritic hands to get. Now, I am just kind of scraping it on the side. Now, it's gonna be messy. So, I gotta be very careful how I do this. Now, I better move this out of the way, or there will be an accident waiting to happen. I've done it before. Oh, that might be a little too much. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get this paper clip. And I'm going to do a little... I just wanted to get it so I could... I'm afraid my fingers are going to get in this. Oh, boy, that is very tricky. Oh, look, yep. Good thing I have my cloth here. And let's do the other side. This pad is very juicy. Wow. Wow, okay, I think what I'll do here... Oh, mercy, mercy, mercy. Okay, blot. We're just going to blot it and see what happens. Oh, guys, look at that. That is pathetic. Okay, scratch that. Hang on while I get another piece. Okay, guys, we're scratching this idea. We're not doing the VersaFine Clear pigment ink because it's way too juicy. So I'm going to get out of the way. Now, I did have this. I thought about stamping the sentiment with this Simon Says stamp ink. It's a dye ink, and the color is Winter Sky. Now, this I know is not too juicy. So, I better get all that ink off my fingers, or it could be transferring to my new sentiment. Okay, I think I'll just trim this off just a tiny. I did cut it crooked. Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Okay. Now, I see what I want to do. Guys, I want to make a border. It just will stand out a little bit better. Now, look at that. That is so much better. I mean, I think I liked the VersaFine Clear color better, but this is less ink. And you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to, I was gonna ink the background with blue, so it would look like a sky. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, it is too late now, guys. It is too late. Not gonna do it. Okay, I have my sentiment, and I am going to use some scraps here. You know what? That might be just the right size. I am going to build it up this is how you get some dimension, okay? I could put it on here just like this, okay, and it would be fine. But I want to build it up so it has a little dimension. So I'm going to glue, and I just cut some scrap of white cardstock that I had over here. Oh, come on, not again. Not again. And we are going to put it on the back of the sentiment. And as long as you have it cut smaller than the sentiment, you're good. Okay. Now let's see if I like that. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay. Now, it's time to glue this on. And we will finish up the card. Have a sweet birthday. Oh, I love that. That is so nice. Ah, so nice. Okay. Well, one last thing we have to do, and I really should try to remember to do this first, because when you have stuff, you know, embellishments on the front, sometimes it makes it feel a little uneven when you turn it upside down, so you can do your personalized stamp on the back. Now, this is Handcrafted with Love by Stamp, if you haven't seen me do this. So I stamp the back of every card that I make with this. And there you go. I got it just a tiny crooked, but you know, it wouldn't be handmade if it wasn't perfect, would it? So I'll sign my name on there, and I will write on the inside. And there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this latest video that I have about making a birthday card for my sister. And if you like this video, please like it. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. And you can click the bell to to choose the all notifications, so you'll be notified of every video I do. And share it. If you want to help me grow the channel, then please share it with people you know. And even if they're not interested in card making, they might know somebody who would be interested. So, all right, guys, I wish you a wonderful weekend, and we will talk to you later. Bye.